Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here today with my Polished Gamers and HHC swatch video for July. I'm sure most of you already know this, but HHC and Polished Gamers are actually two separate shops, but they always open around the same time, so I have combined them in this video. I will first feature the Polished Gamers polishes that I have for the Pokemon theme for July. The shop will open on the 15th, close on the 20th. I will include a link to it down in the description. And then following that, I have got a veritable selection of HHC offerings available from the 14th through the 21st. And I will also link the HHC shop below. I want to thank all of the brands for their respective sponsoring of this video. Let's get into the swatches. We're gonna start with the Polished Gamers portion of the video. Cuticula has created Evee-lutions, which is a smoky violet base with a pastel of shifting rainbow flakes inspired by all of the colorful Evee-lutions. This one is going to be $13 with no cap, and the base color of this is actually really unique and special. I haven't really seen anything like it before, and with the inclusion of all those beautiful pastel shifty rainbowy flakes, it's just a really special combination. It's kind of soft and impactful at the same time. The formula, as with all Cuticula polishes, is fantastic, and I think this one is best built up in 3 coats, and of course finished off with top coat, and I am using the Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat to give it a really glossy finish and smooth out any of the flakes, which visually have a bit of texture, but they don't make removal difficult at all. And also inspired by Eevee, we have Rogue Lacquer Vaporeon, and I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly, but it is an aqua crelly with gold and blue glass flakes. This one's inspired by the Eevee Evolution Vaporeon. It will also be $13 with no cap, and this is one of the most beautiful aqua polishes I think I have. There's just something about the way this is cool and a little bit blue leaning in the right ways. It's just very beautiful, and of course the flakes in there create a really beautiful depth and dimension. This one is best built up in 3 coats, and it will not be difficult to remove. There again are some tiny bits of texture visually, but top coat, as you can see here, smooths everything out completely. Lastly, for the Polished Gamers portion of my video is Paint It Pretty Polish Psychic Duo. This one is inspired by Latias and Latios, and it's a periwinkle base swimming with Aurora shimmers in pink, orange, and yellow. This one does have a sheer base, but it does build up quite nicely in 3 coats, and it is a gorgeous polish, a beautiful, really understated but again very impactful polish with the beautiful Aurora shimmers. Beautiful formula as always from Paint It Pretty Polish. It practically applies itself, and it's always very, very shifty when you get a Paint It Pretty Polish shimmer. This will be $13.50 with a cap of just 80 bottles, so if you want it, don't miss it. And now we're going to look at the polishes available in HHC, starting with Bee's Knees Lacquer. This one's called Okey Dokey, and it is the final polish in their Fallout theme, which I think has been going on for at least 6 months, maybe a year. It feels like it's been a while, but this one is a very special finale. It is a deep Vault Dweller blue with strong gold magnetic shimmer. This one does actually have a cap of 500. I know in the past, typically Bee's Knees doesn't have a cap, but this one is 500, and you probably noticed that I laid down a single coat. I am magnetizing the second, and the coverage is really, really good in those 2 coats. And here it is with top coat. I think I like this one better with the cat eye magnet on my index finger. I just feel like you see more of that really pretty blue, and it's just a really interesting and unique combo for a magnetic. The pinky, as I usually do, is unmagnetized. By Dany Vianna is doing their classic set of 2. You can buy them as a duo or separately. And the first one is called, I think it's Rit-chan. I tried Googling it. I might be getting that wrong, but it is described as a green Crelly with a green Aurora shimmer, gold shreds, and pink irregular glitters. It's a continuation of their Fruits Basket series with a polish inspired by Ritsu Soma. This one is sheer, and I also think that description must be wrong because those are definitely yellow irregular glitters, and I'm not seeing pink at all. So this one is best built up in 3 coats. It's still going to be a little sheer, but that kind of adds to the beauty in my opinion. And those irregular glitters do have texture. Top coat will smooth it out, but the green base with the green shimmer is really the star of the show here. It's a beautiful combination. The other polish is Year of the Monkey, and Year of the Monkey is a sheer green jelly base with gold to green Aurora shimmer, gold galaxy glitter, and gold 4-point stars. I absolutely love this one. It works really well on its own if you're okay with a sheer polish, or you can layer it over the previous polish and it's just really beautiful. So lots of ways to wear either one of the by Dany Vianna offerings, and if you're a green lover, definitely worth checking out. These both feel very unique to me. And of course, you know I love a glitter, so definitely welcoming the Galaxy glitter and the 4-point stars. And this one actually does build up pretty good in 3 coats. You can obviously still see my nail line, but it does have impressive opacity. It will be quite textured because of those 4-point stars, so I will recommend 2 layers of top coat, and it will be a little bit of a pain to remove, but in my opinion, totally worth it. And I did just want to show the 2 polishes layered together. I think that Year of the Monkey just kind of deepens the look of Rit-chan underneath. It doesn't like change it in an earth-shattering way. It does add those 4-point stars and of course a little more sparkle. So a very fun way to wear the polishes if you pick them both up. Now, Clionadh Cosmetics is continuing with their Fascinating Forests series, and this one is called Primeval Forest. It's reminiscent of redwood trees in old growth forests. It's a magnetic nail lacquer featuring a copper pole that reveals a cool forest green. That is a base that's also got holographic flakes, and it's actually a cousin to their Devil's Bridge nail lacquer from Polish Pickup. They are recommending applying 2 coats, then magnetizing the 3rd. You can definitely do whatever you want when it comes to magnetics, whatever works for you. Here I followed the direction for the cat eye, but with the velvet 3D printed magnet here, I did magnetize on that 2nd coat, and I found it to have actually very good opacity in 2 coats. So here on my ring finger, I'm using the cat eye magnet to get it's a neodymium bar magnet to get the cat eye effect. And my index finger, I did not magnetize. So middle finger's velvet, index is unmagnetized, and my ring finger, as you saw, has the cat eye effect. And I'm kind of really into like the cat eye look again, because I feel like you get to see the base show through. It adds a lot of dimension. It kind of looks like a galaxy. I'm just very into it right now, and I think this color combo is so unique and beautiful. Cracked Polish is here and ready to just serve absolutely everything with Romance is Dead. It's a continuation of their Down the Rabbit Hole series. This is inspired by Not Needing a Prince, and it is a deep maroon with pearlescent white and green shimmers. That is just so stunning. I love this polish. Fantastic formula, as you can clearly see. The application is incredibly smooth, and I will be recommending 3 coats just because that 3rd coat adds the depth of color you see in the bottle. Very rich. Like, honestly, this is like a luxurious formula. When I say that cracked polish is just a force to be reckoned with, I absolutely mean it. This polish is incredible. Beautiful, beautiful formula, beautiful shimmers, beautiful base color. Absolutely love it. In 3 coats with top coat, and that's what you're seeing here. Moonshine Manny. Moonshine Manny is always up to something fun. They have created this magnetic, and this is a new series for them. This one is inspired by dragons, and the first polish is inspired by a dragon from the 4th Wing series. Tairn is a black jelly, glowing with sapphire, violet, red, magnetic shimmer, black and copper micro glitters, and silver reflective glitter. Now this one is definitely heavy on the glitters. It is going to be textured. It will be a little bit difficult to remove, but if you're like me and you love sparkle, it's 100% worth it. So I am going to use the Velvet Effect magnet on my index finger, just like a 3D printed. If you have a horseshoe magnet, same kind of deal. I needed to like move the magnet around because I didn't get the magnetic pull I was looking for, so I did that. And on my middle finger, I'm using a neodymium bar magnet to achieve a cat eye effect. Now, in my humble opinion, I really like this one with the velvet style like you're seeing on my index finger. I just think that it really like makes this polish incredible. But if you want to do bar magnet, have at it. It still looks great. And this will definitely be a 3-coater just because that black jelly base needs to be built up. And as you can see, it does build up. This is so sparkly, I had to blur the camera just for you to get a taste. And this is definitely going to be a candidate for a glitter grabber and a quick dry top coat. 2 layers of top coat, unless you're okay with texture, which personally I am not. So this is incredibly sparkly in the sunshine. It does have reflective glitter, so it looks amazing under low lighting. It's just absolutely stunning. And I am also going to show you a clip of this unmagnetized because the first time around I swatched it, I didn't realize it was magnetic just because I didn't read the label. So it looks amazing any way you wear it. Now, Paint It Pretty Polish has created MANG, I'm not sure. This one is a continuation of their Ginny and Georgia series. And the inspiration specifically is inspired by Max and Nora. So this one has a turquoise base with a green shimmer, iridescent flakes in all sorts of colors, and a pinch of reflective glitter. This one builds up really beautifully, and it's a really fun base color. You don't see it too often, and I just think it looks like the ocean. So this one I will recommend building up in 3 coats just because it does have a jelly consistency base. And I will also recommend a generous layer of top coat, though it will not be difficult to remove, but the flakes can just be a little thirsty sometimes. And Rogue Lacquer has created Feel the Power. This one, I think, is a continuation of the Emperor's New Groove series. It is. It's inspired by Kronk and Isma in her lair getting the poison ready. This one is a blue glass flake polish with magenta metallic shreds and black flakes. Now this one definitely also works as a topper, and I have shown it that way later on, but Rogue is just like the OG when it comes to polishes like this. I will recommend thin coats. I will recommend not trying to like slop it all on there so that you get it opaque in 2 or 1. Definitely take your time, build it up, and do go back as you need to sort of fill in those gaps where maybe your nail line is still visible or some of your natural nail is peeking through, or layer it over a ridge filling base coat. I think that would be a beautiful option. So definitely a 3-coater with a little bit of filling in as you're seeing me do here. Definitely want a generous layer of top coat on here. The flakes can be a little bumpy, but it won't be difficult to remove. And here I am applying it over a ridge filling base coat, and I think it looks beautiful. I did go in with a thick coat because that's kind of what came out on my brush, but like 1 coat of it like this is enough. Otherwise it would be too thick in my opinion. But I love the color combo in here. It's just super, super fun and beautiful. And lastly, we have Hanky Panky from Sassy Sauce, and this is part of their shoes theme, apparently inspired by sparkly pink kicks. It's a baby pink base with a red-orange shimmer and various sparkling reflective glitters. Now this one is like a pink lover's dream, of which I consider myself. Very sparkly, very soft, very baby. This one, you might be able to get away with 2 coats if you have shorter nails like me, but you may need 3, so I'm showing 3. It builds up perfectly in 3. Sassy Sauce has a super reliable, fantastic formula. This will have some texture from the reflective glitter, but use a generous layer of top coat, and the removal will not be very difficult. There was a lot to love in that video. I really love the Cuticula for polished gamers. It's just like really different. The base color is so unique. I don't feel like we see that a lot. So I really appreciated just, I don't know, the way that one kind of made me stop and think, this is really special. I don't see it a lot. And also the Rogue for polished gamers is absolutely stunning. That turquoise shade is perfect. And teaser, Rogue is going to be releasing some new stuff probably in the next couple weeks, and I feel like this polish kind of like fits in with that vibe really perfectly. So just a little teaser. And apparently I'm just like really into greens all of a sudden, but I actually love the by Dany Vianna duo. The two greens are so beautiful and so much fun. They're just really nice on the nail, and I love the formulas. And I really have to give it up for the Moonshine Mani. At first I didn't realize it was a magnetic, and then as I was reading the description I was like, oh, this is a magnetic, and it definitely said it on the bottle. But I'm super glad I went back and magnetized it because it's so pretty, and it's beautiful if you don't magnetize it. But I love Phoebe for using those holographic glitters. They're so stinking sparkly and rainbowy. I literally can't get enough. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about these two shops' offerings in the comments. Let me know what you're planning to pick up from HHC or Polished Gamers or both. And I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.